In this video, we will showcase the brand new troop in Clash of Clans. This is a regular troop with Dark Elixir. It is fantastic. I will give you the tips and tricks that you need to know for the Headhunter. Welcome back to the channel then, guys. I'm your host, Judo Sloth. I know that you are going to love today's video because we have gameplay of the brand new troop, the Headhunter. I will first explain exactly what he does before showing gameplay and some of the ways that you should be using this troop. He is awesome, guys. Now, this is our sneak peek finale. If you do want to see my educational but entertaining Clash of Clans videos, I'd recommend subscribing and turning on the notification bell. You guys know that as soon as the update drops, we will have numerous other strategies discovered, and I will bring you all of the tips you need to know right here on the channel. But if you want to go ahead and support me, you can do so using code JUDO before making any purchases, and it really is appreciated, guys. But let's go ahead and explain the Headhunter. Okay, so as I mentioned, the Headhunter is a Dark Elixir troop, and it is unlocked at Town Hall 12. I have the upgrade costs and the stats for each level on the screen right now, but again, always appreciate that on the developer build, the stats can change before the live build. So let's go ahead and upgrade the Dark Barracks from level 8 to level 9 in order to unlock the Headhunter. Once we've used the Book of Buildings, we now have that gorgeous new Dark Barracks. Check that out at level 9. And what I always like about the barracks and the Dark Barracks is how they reference the new troop that you unlock, and there you have it at level 9. We have the cards that the Headhunter throws and the poison down by the side. I think that's beautiful. Opening the barracks up though, we can go along and see the Headhunter. Just to show you guys, it is in the laboratory where you obviously upgrade your Headhunter. Now, in terms of damage per second, hit points, things like that, it doesn't really matter. What we are interested in is the speed decrease and the attack rate decrease, because as you can see, it is a troop targeting the heroes times 4 damage. And yes, guys, I will show you gameplay and the tips for how to use it. It is amazing. So let's go ahead and upgrade the Headhunter to that maximum level. You might have noticed, but the Headhunter is only 6 housing space, and really its primary use is to take out heroes. And like I said, I'll show you a few different ways you can do that in the clan castle, on defense, in your siege machine. They really do work well. On the outside of the base is where I like to use them, but for 6 housing space, it's not like you have to have stacks of them in your army. Just before we get into an attack, just have a quick look at how amazing the Headhunter troop looks there. Very ninja-like, burning in the fire, waiting to get your enemy heroes. And I am intrigued how many people thought that there was a new troop coming with the update. I personally didn't. I thought we would just see the super troops. So hyped when I seen the regular troop, especially because this one is so cool. It's really skillful to use, which you will see in a moment. So it does require a little bit more thought process. And like I said, guys, I'd recommend subscribing because I will be bringing you all of the strategy and gameplay. Normally when updates drop, it takes a little while to figure out how to use the troops. So let's go ahead and share with you what I have found from the dev build. But when the update drops and there are millions of players testing the Headhunter, we will discover new strategies, and obviously I will bring you them here on the channel as soon as we know about them. Right, let's show you the basic mechanics first. This is in a 1v1 scenario, but look at how slow the king is with attacking. How crazy is that in terms of slowing it down? Now, what you've got to remember is whilst the Headhunter did not take out the Barbarian King by itself, it is only 6 troop capacity, and at the rate that it slows down the king, it can be super helpful in order to help your other troops in taking the king out. But with 2 Headhunters, we get the job done. While the Archer Queen is a little bit different. As you can see, depending on where you place the Headhunter, you may or may not get a shot onto the Archer Queen. You are going to need multiple Headhunters if you're trying to just single out the heroes. You've got to take into perspective as well, this is not where there are any defenses to take out your Headhunters, and also you don't have any troops to help take out the heroes either. I said there's no defenses in the area, meanwhile the Grand Warden statue is sniping off my Headhunters, but it does demonstrate that the Headhunter will not go for the Grand Warden statue, however it will go for the Royal Champion, obviously, being another hero. Now it looks like for most of the heroes, if you are just trying to snipe them off with the Headhunters, you're going to need around about 4. My favourite use of the new Headhunter Troop is to hunt down heroes on the perimeter of the base. Commonly, we do see the Barbarian King to the edge of the base, so what I like to do is send in my Attacking King to firstly distract the defenses, but do the bulk of the damage to that Barbarian King, and I sneak in one Headhunter. Now, whilst the Headhunter will do a little bit of damage, the main purpose is to slow the Barbarian King down to preserve health on my Barbarian King. Now you might be asking, well, what's the purpose? The Barbarian King could have got through that anyway, and whilst he couldn't have got through preserving the amount of health or the ability, and you're using the Barbarian King on the edge of the base just to clear out the trash, potentially to keep miners on the inside of the base. So if you can preserve health on your king and take out a lot more buildings, then in my opinion, for 6 troop capacity, it is definitely worth it. Now after this little clip, I will show you the Headhunter in the defense of Clan Castle because it's pretty cool, but as part of a queen charge, you can integrate the Headhunters quite nicely. Now arguably the first one here I didn't really need, I'm just funning around. The queen wasn't in any danger of defenses, but look at the enemy queen in the middle of the base. This is where it gets interesting, and I feel like this replay really demonstrates the AI of the Headhunter, because remember, it is a hero targeting troop. So until the Queen, King and Royal Champion are down, the Headhunter will go across the map towards them. So if you can sneak it in alongside the Queen charges, you might be able to save yourself a spell, as I did in this situation. Remember, it will only attack them heroes. Once they are down, it then goes and attacks everything. This is one of my other really good tips for you in terms of the Headhunter, the defensive Clan Castle. I really do think this will become quite strong. The Inferno Dragons are fantastic, but so are the Headhunters. Now I will show you after this one the Headhunters inside the siege machine, but check this out. As we have the Clan Castle troops come across, even if we poison them, and by the way guys, what I have done is around about 3 Headhunters, about 15 or 16 Goblins, and 10 to 12 Archers. Reason for that, you need the Archers and Goblins to be in front of the Headhunters. If the Headhunters are at the front, the Queen will take it out, the poison will just take them down, and you're not really going to get that value. But if you have them smaller troops, check this out, even with a Rage on the Queen, and her health is relatively stable at the moment, once the Headhunters get there, look at how quickly the health goes down, and unfortunately for the attacker, the ability will have to go off. There were a few defenses shooting at her, but that's going to happen in a realistic base. The ability goes off. I think that is going to be a fantastic defensive CC. Finally, for the Headhunter, I want to bring your attention to the Electron. Probably not called the Electron anymore, it gets its name from the Electro Dragon, and I feel the Headhunters instead of the Electro Dragon could be a good option because it gives you more balloons. Your E-Drag is really to take out the Queen. Now I have it playing in half-time speed because it's a little bit difficult to see, but with the Rage and the Clone, once the Headhunters come out, and you can clearly see when they do, look at that Queen go down, they do a lot of damage. Now because they only attack the heroes, they then run across for the Barbarian King. They don't get him, but look at how much damage we have done because we had more balloons. So by having Headhunters instead of the E-Drag, it just allows you to take out more of that area and the defenses, which is primarily what you're trying to get. Now, I do think the Headhunter you could put into a wall wrecker, blended in with other kill squads. If you were getting into the center of the base for the heroes, that would be the other purpose in my opinion. But I hope this video has helped to give you an initial understanding and what to expect from the Headhunter. If you missed my video yesterday on the super troops, the Inferno Dragon and the Super Witch, I have that linked on your screen alongside the subscribe button. That will wrap it up for this one though, guys. Be sure to share your thoughts, but we will catch you again in the next video.